think my favorite part of training was really learning the spiritual and mindfulness aspects of yoga and being able to understand how we can incorporate that into teaching. I think it helped me connect more with yoga as a whole and just be a better teacher. I would say my biggest challenge was just the self-study aspect outside of the program, really trying to sort of memorize the different sun salutations and the different flows and just really have it ingrained in my head. I think Gaia Flow is just very special. I think their teacher training, brings about many beautiful people, and it really gives us the opportunity to connect in friendship and to learn traditional yoga and just to be prepared to be a teacher right away.
My favorite part would have been the connections that we made, walking in on day 1 to a room full of strangers, walking out on week 10 with people that feel like family. It's been really amazing to do this journey with everyone. My biggest challenge was definitely the balance between my home life and leaving my kids and my husband, and then managing everything here, as well as the time that we have to put in on the mat and off the mat to learn everything and become better yogis and practitioners and teachers. It was just a really cool experience. All in all, my personal practice grew incredibly in the short amount of time that we went through training, and I'm really grateful for the foundation that was built through Gaia and doing teacher training.
I had met Andres before I had come into teacher training, but had not gotten a chance to really meet Crystal, and had signed up for the training to learn how to teach. But I remember coming into our first day of training and collectively sitting there together, and Crystal had come in and began to speak, and it was there in that moment I realized I came for one thing and was about to receive something so much more. And it was sweet, this personal growth. And just to be in that space with all of you was really special. I feel like for me it was stepping outside of my comfort zone. It reiterated to me that we don't ever really have it. We're constantly in this space of growth if we choose to be. So really doing things. I love that Gaia's slogan is "Love is why," and I think that's exactly it. I think they do a really good job at creating this special space for people to come and not just learn yoga, but personally grow and expand. And they teach from this space of love, and it's magical.
My favorite part of teacher training was learning how to adjust. Being a practitioner at Gaia Flow for a while, I always loved, the adjustments and just the physical touch. It really means a lot. So learning how to share that with other yogis was really special. And I guess my second thing would be the friendships. So my biggest challenge was just getting up in front of the room and speaking on a microphone. I've always struggled a bit in the past with public speaking, so as much as I didn't think it was going to be a challenge, it was actually the biggest one, and I really powered through it and gained a lot of confidence throughout the process. So, as I mentioned earlier, I've been practicing at Gaia Flow for quite a while. The studio really has changed my life. They have a love-based philosophy, which is amazing and incredible. So I'm so excited that I get to give back the practice that has done so much for me, um, provided so much growth, and I can't wait to continue teaching and sharing that with others.
My favorite part of teacher training was being able to immerse myself into the learnings, the yoga, but also with a group of people that I grew to love over the course of the teacher training. My biggest challenge was the commitment outside of the trainings that we had on the weekend and dedicating time during what would typically be a work day, and finding that purpose to really dive into it a bit more than I typically thought I was going to. But that challenge became easier when I started taking control of my time and dedicating to that purpose that I had now with teacher training. I would recommend Gaia Flow teacher training mainly because of the culture and the people that I was able to do this with. I think you can get, yoga training probably anywhere, but being able to tie the mind, body, and spirit together with the individuals that were all part of the training, I don't even know where else I would go.
So many favorites to choose from. I have to say my favorite part is the people I met throughout the entire teacher training, not just the fellow teacher trainees, but the marvelous instructors that guided us throughout our whole path. The biggest challenge for me personally would have to be the time commitment, being there, coming driving from uptown Saturdays and Sundays, and also finding a balance to do what I was doing and flowing and doing my yoga classes throughout the week because I would feel so drained from all the knowledge and the yoga I'd done on the weekend. So that would probably be the biggest challenge. I've been a Gaia Flow student for lots of years at this point, and I think the energy that's manifested there at all the locations is a positive energy. And I've been here in Dallas for the same amount of time, and I can't say that about everywhere I've been in Dallas. So I think that the energy manifested there, which is always positive, is enough to keep people coming back.
My favorite part of the teacher training was the bonding. Um, the bonding takes place from day one, and it's encouraged throughout, which can lead to long time camaraderie. My biggest challenge was the time commitment. I learned how to manage the time and how to fit it in within my busy schedule that I already have. And that was quite challenging, but it all worked out. I would describe Gaia Flow's teacher training as loving, um, encouraging, and practical. You are actually taught skills and techniques and scaffolded throughout, and also you're given freedom to be creative. So I would definitely recommend the program.